Rosie, are you alright? I smell burning.
Burning? I can't smell any smoke.
Oh, wait. Yeah, hang on, that's it. It's the smell of fanfiction going up in flames.
Fanfiction going up in flames? About what exactly?
The parents, of course. The reveal for family for Fluttershy has deleted around 5 years of theory and fiction. I love the smell of fan rage in the morning.
Your kindness won't betray me. I feel your heart and soul. Your kindness still can save me. I choose to not let go.
Wait a minute. You've seen the Flutter Brutter episode, didn't you? And come to think of it, I did a color with manga comment on Fluttershy having a brother, and I guessed correctly it was a younger brother, but not in the way I was expecting.
Well, what were you expecting?
Like I said in my collab with Carmen, I was thinking of Fluttershy's brother as a young colt around the same age as Spike in the CMC, but when her brother Zephyrbeast made his appearance in this episode, and heard he was Fluttershy's younger brother, but as a full-grown stallion, that took me by surprise.
Well, they have always been lanky, even from childhood. But in hindsight, I think it's better to have a bigger, younger brother. Being a younger sibling emphasizes how disrespectful he is being to both Fluttershy and his parents, as the older sibling usually warrants more respect. The visual theme of Zeph being taller and above his relatives reflect his overbearing personality.
Zephyr at first was a bit annoying to me because he had the self-absorbed personality and always tries to get out of doing jobs for others, similar to the famous fictional character Tom Sawyer. But when it came to him confessing his fear of failure after he gave up a main style in school, he changed my mind at that, and the conflict was actually really relatable to me. But I'll get to that in a bit.
I think we all were, or at least know, a Zeph, and I can appreciate how focused this episode is in exploring his character. One of my biggest issues with Halfbreakers was that we finally got to meet the entire Pie family, yet the focus was primarily on Applejack instead of the new characters that needed to be established and explored. The result came off as rather one-note and not too memorable. But Zeph, Zeph is anything but one note. Sure, he's a lazy bum, but he's also really clever, manipulating and working in loopholes to get out of work.
I like their parents as well. They are so soft-spoken like Fluttershy, and that is the perfect genetic match for them. This is what I imagine their parents to look like, as well as their personalities. And they got some interesting jobs. Like Mr. Shy collects different clouds after working in the Cloudsdale Weather Factory, and Mrs. Shy being a gardener, which closely relates to Fluttershy looking after animals, so bonus points there. Also, Fluttershy's character was written greatly in this episode. She is progressing with using her assertiveness in the right way after they easy being breezies. She was strongly active towards Zephyr's attitude towards others, especially with their parents, whilst also keeping the patient and calm personality that she has. We have also seen this in Tungsten and Memories and mainly friends but to keep Discord, when she had to take action with Rainbow Dash's and Discord's attitudes to their situations.
I've heard some criticize this, saying that it's rather boring to watch a protagonist who knows exactly what to do immediately from the get-go. But consider that Fluttershy grew up with this particular problem. She knows this game and she ain't playing it. While she is hesitant in her actions, she knows the price of giving him too much sympathy and keeps firm control over the situation. Get a job and work, or go live in the woods like a crazed madman.
The moral in this episode was relatable and it hit home for me. Zephyr confessing his fear of giving up after he failed something is something that I have faced in the past. Whenever I did a project when I was at university that had difficult tasks in between, I had the notion of giving up entirely or going to a really sad state without reaching out to others about it. But my family and my friends tell me that I shouldn't give up if I don't try. And you know what? After all the support they have given me, I never gave up to the very end. And the song Can I Do It On My Own shows it. Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash giving Zephyr the encouragement to start again and do something on his own, without giving up and trying to succeed. This is what the theme of never giving up not only affects me, but every single one of us.
Personally, I question the need for a musical number. The song itself was a watered-down version of Zootopia's Try Everything, and the tune itself wasn't memorable in the slightest. It honestly came out of nowhere to drill the message into our heads, when in reality, it would have been better to follow the old saying, show don't tell.
Overall, this was a great episode done by Dave Rapp. I prefer this one in this debut episode, Newbie Dash. Fluttershy's character is greatly written, a great introduction to Zephyr and the Shy family, and a great relatable moral with a great song to boot. I give Flutter Brutter 9 out of 10 stars. Your final thoughts, Ninja?
Well, I have to admit, the more I think about the aspects of this episode from a storytelling standpoint, I do admire it highly. However, from an entertainment standpoint, this episode isn't exactly my cup of tea. Dave Rapp tends to rely a little too much on awkward humor, and it can get rather dry at times. But one could easily argue that it's better to take this story more seriously, considering how realistic and important the conflict and moral is. Oh, by the way, I hear that the others are having a campfire around the fanfiction. Wanna tag along? I think Lightning Bliss just brought out some marshmallows.
Yay, a camp out! Been a long time since I did something like that. And it will be cool to hang out with you guys for a while.